Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be welding up an old transfer case adapter. This is for a late 70s model Jimmy. And through spark testing we've decided to treat it as cast iron. Obviously there's got to be some cleaning involved. And we're going to weld this with some Jupiter Tig rod. And this whole video is sponsored by RockMount welding alloys. Now there's a whole regiment when you're spark testing for materials, and I'll leave a link to the video at the end of this, but each color of spark means something entirely different, and it really needs its own content. So check out that video at the end here if you're trying to figure out what material you have to what type of welding rod or how you're going to treat it during welding. So RockMount's specialty is maintenance repairs, maintenance welding. They also sell abrasives, drill bits, that kind of thing. But if you got hard to weld items like this, they've got a rod for you, whether you're stick welding, MIG welding, TIG welding. They have all those rods for you. So reach out to RockMount for your maintenance needs and your daily welding needs. Alright, so let's get it prepped. We're going to start out by cleaning this thing up with a RockMount stripping pad. This will do a really good job of getting all the old rust and everything off of this. Remember, this thing is 50 years old. So we'll go through, get all the rust off, and then start doing some beveling and grinding. That stripping disc does a great job of cleaning rust off the surface without actually grinding the surface. Then we switched over to one of RockMount's flap disc. Those things work great for beveling like this. We also use them for taking off mill scale, just general cleaning of parts. They last a while, they do a great job. We have the part clamped down to the table and clamped to an angle plate. Alright, so we got this thing adjusted a little bit. So on this side, we're at 163, 164. And we're at about 160, so we're within 3 to 4 thousandths. And I'm going to use a digital pyrometer on it. We kind of like this area to be up around that 400-degree range. Alright, so we got it up to 350 degrees by a little digital pyrometer. I actually stuck the hot plate we have on top of it. That's a big chunk of cast. And we're going to be using RockMount's Jupiter Tig, the 3/32 rod. I couldn't believe how bad the porosity was. I actually stopped. It almost seemed like it wasn't getting good gas coverage. I even turned up the flow, but it was just the porosity that was being pulled out of that cast. Alright, so what'd you think? That was welding an old transfer case adapter. That's not stacking dimes there. But we did run into a couple issues. You know, the porosity was opening up a lot more than I had expected. So I contacted our rep, went through what we were seeing, sent him some pictures, and he made some suggestions, which was a big help for us. Right, so while the Jupiter Tig did an outstanding job, to me, the service that RockMount gives you, especially for problem welding jobs like this, you know, their background is in maintenance repairs. While they can do first off welds, that's not an issue for them either. But this hard to weld stuff, hard surfacing, that kind of thing, is kind of their claim to fame, if you will. So if you have an issue, give them a call. They can walk you through what you'll probably see, how you should approach it, and what kind of wires that they have to help you through it. And if you give them a call, let them know that you've seen them on the 4x4 Fab Shop. Drop our name, I'd appreciate it. So leave me some comments, let me know what you think. Still trying to figure out what kind of content everybody wants to see. Until then, I'll see you in these other videos that pop up here. This is another edition of 4x4 Fab Shop.